This is a dangerous topic. Dreamforce is this untouchable darling in the industry, and it is sacrilege for me to even bring this up. Now, know that Dreamforce is legitimately my favorite week of every year since I went to my first Dreamforce in 2010. It's the one week of the year where Salesforce pulls out all the stops with executives and rank and file employees alike working around the clock for months to essentially throw the biggest tech party of the year, and nerds like me eat that up. Like for many others, the Dreamforces of the past changed the trajectory of my career forever, including winning the Golden Hoodie, speaking in 2 keynote presentations, getting inspired to learn to code by my heroes, and of course, we can't forget the most important Dreamforce of all, when I came home with literally 52 free t-shirts. Maybe the best day of my life. Truth is, I would be nothing without Dreamforce. But the world has changed so much since then. Salesforce, its community, and the way people engage with each other are so different today than they were even pre-COVID. I can't help but wonder if Dreamforce is still the untouchable darling it once was, and I need to talk about it. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to tell you the 6 major changes that have happened over the past few years that have impacted Dreamforce for better or for worse. Then I'll give you my recommendation as to whether or not you should spend upwards of $5,000 of your hard-earned money to attend this conference. Go grab some coffee and let's rock and roll. Change number 1. Salesforce has just gotten so big. There is no end to the amount of ground the platform covers, including not just the standard admin, dev, architect topics, but also Slack, Marketing Cloud, Tableau, MuleSoft, Commerce, Nonprofit, Experience Cloud, and more. Not to mention all the new stuff and acquisitions they're guaranteed to announce this year. And with so much breadth of topics, you can no longer expect to get deep knowledge of anything at Dreamforce. You're really not going to learn anything past beginner level information. And Salesforce recognizes this, hence why they created Trailblazer DX, another big annual event that's far more advanced. But where does that leave Dreamforce? Is Dreamforce just this massive marketing event? A big commercial that's actually paid for by you? Maybe so. Change number 2, technology, specifically the internet and all that fancy streaming stuff. Through Salesforce Plus, you can stream the entire Dreamforce for free in the comfort of your own home without having to pay ridiculous $1,000 a night San Francisco hotel fees. And the sessions are all recorded and available online too. So you don't miss any content at all. But that's why you're going to Dreamforce, right? The content. We all told our bosses that we're going to Dreamforce to learn more about the platform. Surely we're not going because of the concerts, the parties, the celebrities we'll meet, and the job opportunities we'll get, right? Right? Change number 3, networking. Networking is consistently the reason people choose to attend Dreamforce, but networking at Dreamforce is getting harder and harder, especially if you're kind of shy. You're all alone at this huge global event with over 100,000 people walking around from session to session. Like, are you supposed to stop a random stranger and then start talking to them about their careers? What if you don't have anything in common? What if they're really busy and they're too polite to tell you to go away? What if your breath stinks? What if there's inclement weather? It's all so stressful and so scary, which is why during lunchtime, you just see 1,000 people sitting by themselves on their phones because networking is too hard. And the vast majority of attendees won't go out of their way to network. If this is you, by the way, and you're at Dreamforce and you're kind of lonely, just hit me up. Don't worry. I know the feeling. You can eat lunch with me. We can be friends and talk deep thoughts about the Salesforce industry, about life. I'll show you pictures of my kids. I'm not even kidding. I gotcha. Don't worry. Hit me up on Twitter. Which brings me to change number 4. Salesforce is becoming increasingly local. Local, not loco. Networking at Dreamforce for most people is far less powerful than networking locally at any of the growing number of local Salesforce user groups around you. These are the free, much smaller user groups where you actually have a decent chance of meeting someone like a recruiter or someone working at a company near you who you can talk to, learn more about opportunities around you, and actually share a meal with without any big distractions around you. And the more often you go, the better you'll get to know everyone, and you'll actually start to build a reputation in your community, which is not going to happen at Dreamforce unless you win the lip syncing contest 2 years in a row like my buddy Adam Olshansky. Change number 5, the keynote. No matter how many times you go to Dreamforce, you always make time for the keynote. It's the one session where Salesforce can make an announcement that will change your career forever. If Salesforce innovates, our careers are prolonged and our salaries inflate. If Salesforce doesn't innovate, God save us all. Sure, you can watch the keynote live on Salesforce Plus, but nothing beats the energy you get when sitting inside of that room watching Mark Benioff conduct the symphony of the year. Go early and get seats inside. Never miss the keynote if you attend Dreamforce. The problem with the keynotes in recent years, unfortunately, is it's harder for Salesforce to truly wow us. I couldn't help but walk away from each keynote in the past 5 years and feel like my cup of inspiration just wasn't quite full. To be fair, we've been spoiled with the revolutionary Dreamforces of the past that announced Chatter, Salesforce One, Lightning, Trailhead, and Einstein AI, which I consider to be the last great keynote announcement. Since then, most keynote announcements seem to be either acquisitions or honestly just some fancy marketing construct rebranding existing functionality into something that sounds game-changing when it really isn't. Yes, I just said that, but I say it out of love. I want Salesforce to succeed. I need Salesforce to succeed. So please, Salesforce gods, Benioff, Parker, Brett, Sarah, please give us today our daily bread. Maybe Salesforce has innovated enough. Maybe there's just nothing left to innovate. It's like with Apple. Year after year, we were given the iPod, iPhone, FaceTime, the iPad, Siri, the Apple Watch, but it's been years since something has really knocked us off our feet. Maybe innovation's dead. Maybe we're just waiting for someone new to join to take us into the next revolution. Maybe it all needs to be torn down before it can be rebuilt again. Or maybe the real innovation is us. And innovation has been with us all along, hiding inside our hearts. Okay, now by far, number 6, the worst change about Dreamforce recently is the swag. It is so freaking hard getting decent swag at Dreamforce these days. Gone are the times you could stroll up to any vendor, grab a t-shirt, and bounce before you get sucked into some 30-minute demo only to find they don't have your size anyways. No exaggeration, when I walked away from one Dreamforce with 52 free t-shirts, I literally broke my back. I was physically unable to walk for a month afterwards. And I've won iPads, drones, hoodies, stuffed animals, you name it. Heck, my buddy even won 10 grand in a raffle, but that was then. These days, you'd be lucky to walk out of Dreamforce with a bag of chips. Just forget about getting swag these days. I mean, I could live without innovation and keynotes, but swag, that's non-negotiable. The golden days are over, folks. It's truly the beginning of the end. So I just listed out all the bad things that have happened to Dreamforce over the years. Now it's time for me to give you my recommendation as to whether or not you should go. And in classic fashion, those who stay to the end of my videos get the real take. Yes, you should and you have to go to Dreamforce. Just don't pay for it by yourself. Convince your employer to do it for you. But David, my employer said no already. Well, you just need to be more creative, convincing them to let you go. Good things come to those who try. For example, maybe in your next negotiation, make sure Dreamforce is included. Or ask your company if they'll somehow split the cost with you. Show them you have some skin in the game and you're not just going to do nothing for a week. Create a presentation with a detailed agenda on what you will do at Dreamforce and how it will benefit your company. Submit a session idea to Salesforce and they give you a free ticket. Or you can do what I did and literally email Mark Benioff, CEO of Salesforce, and beg for a free ticket, which he did give me in 2010 after initially saying no because I promised I would do great things in his industry. Anyways, think hard about it and don't stop thinking until you're successful here because Dreamforce is absolutely worth going to despite the clickbait title. But it really is on you to make Dreamforce special. You have to plan an agenda that maximizes your learning and your opportunities. I recommend going to sessions led by people you follow online so you can meet them after. Better yet, send them a message on social media and ask if you can say hi. I also recommend looking for and attending the many side events and parties aligned with your interests like nonprofits, for example, so you can network in a smaller, more relevant group to you. And instead of eating lunch by yourself, find some strangers to talk to. And if it's a big failure, don't worry, you'll probably never see them again anyways. But maybe, just maybe, you'll have that chance encounter or connection that changes your life forever, as I've had many of these myself, unexpectedly, specifically at Dreamforce, even in recent years. Finally, go to Dreamforce because it is a forcing function, no pun intended, for you to set aside some time to learn. And learning is the best investment you can make for yourself, especially if you convince someone else to pay for it for you. One more thing. I've been ragging on Dreamforce for being just one big marketing event, which honestly it is, but another accurate word for it would be inspiration. When was the last time you were inspired in your career? Maybe never. But Dreamforce somehow captures this magic, and I always leave inspired no matter what happened during the week. Dreamforce is the closest thing we have in the work world to Disneyland. It's the magic of inspiration, and inspiration to me is priceless. Remember, it's one of the few things that can really change the trajectory of your career forever. I hope to see you all at Dreamforce this year, and thank you for staying to the end of the video. I hurt my back really bad, so I'm going to be there with my walking stick. Don't make fun of me. Peace.